Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Tune Your Artist in 10. My name is Seda Heurehimova. I am a Russian-trained actress, international performer, certified Dream Awake EFT tapping practitioner, devoted to helping you live your best life on stage, on screen, and off. So let's get into it today. Tune Your Artist in 10. All about romancing your artist, bringing that chemical, flirty energy back to your relationship with truly one of the most important connections you have as a creative being. Reconnecting to the muse, reconnecting to infinite possibility, reconnecting to the creative subconscious, being a giver versus a taker. So often with our artists, we want to extract, we want deadlines, we want achievement, we want to pull for our own little agenda in our tiny little logical human mind versus tapping into the expansive and infinite potential of the quantum where the muse and our artist live. So let us get back into that beautiful, playful connection, that synergy, that flirtiness, that pleasure feeling with our artists. And this is being filmed around Valentine's Day, but ultimately you can come back to this kindred soul, romantic, loving, pleasure-filled connection with your artist at any freaking time you want. And it'll amplify, catalyze, quantum leap your whole career, because what happens when we bring in more love? We receive more love. Let's get into it. So let's take a deep belly breath in, release a sigh. Gorgeous, beginning to massage the emotional well. This is where we store a lot of pent-up emotions. It could already be a little tender right here as you're tuning in, dropping into the space. Make sure you're reserving this time just for you. This is for you and your artist. Be with this tap like you would go on a date with a special person. You are a special person. Your artist is a special person, and you deserve that loving, generative romance in every facet of your life and career. So I want you to tune into what your relationship with your artist has been up until this point. What's been happening, if there's been any struggle, or static, or disconnection, or frustration, or dissociation, or doubt, or numbness. Let's just feel it all right now. Inhale, let it out with a sigh. Tapping the center of the chest, repeating after me. I'm gonna create a little script for us, and if something I say is inaccurate to your experience, you go on and tell me what is. It's important you speak it out loud. It's just you and me right now. There's so much power in our voices. Okay, repeating after me. I've been having a very up and down relationship with my artist. I've been experiencing some stuckness and stagnation. I've really been identifying with the struggle and survival of this artist's life. And it's been dampening my creative flow. It's been keeping me in looping realities. I feel like I've lost the zest out of life and my craft and career. And I'd really like to infuse it with more energy, joie de vivre, romance, pleasure, play, romance. And even though my relationship with my artist has not been ideal, I'm open to loving and accepting myself anyways. I'm open to forgiving myself for thinking this has to be a struggle. And for putting so much pressure on my artist. It's possible I'm still worthy of love. Exactly as I am. Deep breath in. Let it out. Tapping in between the eyebrows. My relationship with my artist has been... Tell me what's been going on. Tapping the temples. My relationship with my artist has been... What's been happening? What's been not happening? How have you been talking to your artist? What are you expecting, but not embodying first yourself? Tapping underneath the eyes. This has really been a lot to handle. Tapping underneath the nose. My relationship to my artist has been full of, tell me, the top 2 or 3 kind of dense emotions. Tapping underneath the lips. And these have really been running the show. I've really been feeling stuck and stagnant here. Tapping all over the chest. I've been wondering if the problem is me or my artist or just my circumstances. But in fact, maybe it's the way I'm relating to my artist. Maybe it's the way I'm relating to myself. Maybe it's the way I'm relating to this perceived reality and industry. Tapping the front of the ribs where they jet out. I'm open to finding a better way here. Tapping the side of the ribs because how it's been grooving up to this point hasn't been the optimal flow. Tapping the inside of the left wrist. Instead of being in generative, explorative creation, I've been feeling stuck and stagnant. Tapping the side of the thumb by the nail. I've been feeling friction and resistance. Tapping the middle, a pointer finger by the nail. In fact, I didn't even really have a relationship to my artist in the first place. And just tuning into that right now. How do you even relate to your artistic spirit? Tapping the middle finger by the nail. Do you have a relationship? Do you not have a relationship? Is this like a whole new awakened concept? Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. And if you are aware of this relationship, I really want you to drop in and feel into those deeper patterns and beliefs and layers of emotion that are running the show. So often I put so much pressure and punishment on myself and my artist. Tapping the inside of the pinky finger. I want to take instead of give. I want something to happen and I feel like I need to make it happen. Tapping the side of the hand. Instead of letting the muse find me. Instead of optimizing my vessel to receive creative downloads and insight and clarity. Instead of loving and holding my artist in empathy and compassion, I've been berating and punishing. And this hasn't really been working for me. In fact, it's really been a struggle in my life and career. Tapping all over the head. So I'm open to rewriting the story for myself and my artist and giving birth to an entirely new relationship. Tapping in between the eyebrows that holds so much love and potential and romance and joy and pleasure beyond what I thought possible. Tapping the temples. Maybe that's the missing ingredient. Tapping underneath the eyes. Maybe I just need to bring a little romance and spice and pleasure and play into this relationship with my artist. Tapping underneath the nose. Instead of making it so serious. Oh, my goodness. Tapping underneath the lips. I've been trying to make it all so serious. And this feels so damn heavy. I just want you to tune into the whole concept and idea of how we have to make our careers happen and fit our multidimensional selves inside of a box, and the pressure and the weight and the density and the heaviness and the tension of having to do versus expand and open our consciousness to receive what's begging and knocking at the door to come in right now. Tapping all over the chest. I've been really over serious in my relationship with my artist. No wonder sparks aren't flying. No wonder I feel depleted and full of doubt. No wonder I feel stuck in a cycle I don't want to be in. Tapping the front of the ribs. No wonder my artist doesn't want to visit me. No wonder why I'm subconsciously repelling the Muse. Tapping the side of the ribs. No wonder how I'm unconsciously shutting down creative opportunities that want to come in. My artist is not stuck in these cycles of adulting in the matrix. Tapping the inside of the right wrist. My artist is a playful, creative child. Right? My artist is a playful, creative child. I literally have chills all over my body as I'm saying this. Tapping the side of the thumb. My artist wants to have fun. My artist wants to make magic. Tapping the pointer finger by the nail. My artist wants to be messy and magnetic and full of pleasure and just share, like tapping into that beautiful, creative, sexual, romantic energy. That is the energy of all of creation. It's the most powerful energy on the planet. Tapping into that sacral energy center in our lower abdomen, this creative energy that just wants to play. Take a deep, slow breath in. Release a sigh. Tapping the middle finger by the nail. It's possible. I can allow my artist to soften and loosen and open up here. Tapping the opposite side of the next finger. It's possible. I can feed my artist the magic if they're craving. Right? Full of possibility and love and flirtation and connection, tapping the inside of the pinky finger, and romance and adoration and sexuality and pleasure that they're craving. Tapping the side of the hand. It's possible that by gifting this energy to my artist, a whole new dimension and destiny of possibility can open up for us. Tapping all over the head. I'm committed to romancing my artist. I'm committed to spicing up our relationship. Tapping the inside of the brows. I'm committed to taking my artist on a date. Tapping the temples. If you've ever read and or done, it's not just about reading this book. If you've ever done Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, she talks about artist dates, right? And how this gets to be embedded and implemented into our daily routines. Tapping underneath the eyes so we can unearth and unlock and uncover new thresholds of our relationship and creative capacity and connection and unconscious gateways to new portals of possibility. I'm open to creating some artistic dates for me and my artist. Tapping underneath the nose. I'm open to seducing the Muse. I wonder what we can create together in this space. Tapping underneath the lips. Of romance and love and pleasure and possibility. Tapping all over the chest. And I just want you to feel how those words move in your body right now. Feel in your throat. Feel reverberate in your voice. How it feels in your nervous system. This energy is innately magnetic. It innately attracts what you're actually deeply wanting and deserve to receive. And instead of our logical mind pushing and forcing and making and scheming and manipulating and happening, instead, we're back in our bodies. We're back in our pleasure centers. We're in our play centers. We're in movement. We're in motion. We're literally moving in tandem with the cosmos, with our playful child, just dropping into what you love to do as a child. As a child, I loved to, tell me what it is. Tapping the front of the ribs. As a child, I loved to, yes, tapping the side of the ribs. And what are the top 2 or 3 elevated emotions that activity or practice or craft made you feel? This made me feel what? Full of joy, full of play, full of possibility, full of magic. Tapping the inside of the right wrist. Tapping the inside of the left wrist. I think we did the right already. This made me feel top 2 or 3 elevated emotions. And I'm worthy of feeling this damn good. Tapping the side of the thumb by the nail. I'm worthy of gifting these feelings and sensations to my artist now. Tapping the pointer finger by the nail. Because my artist is worthy of receiving this kind of love. This kind of connection. This kind of abundance, tapping the middle finger by the nail, this kind of soul-aligned success, this kind of romance and pleasure and play, tapping the opposite side of the next finger. I deserve to have a beautiful, bountiful relationship with my artist. Excuse me, tapping the inside of the pinky finger. And perhaps this is the secret ingredient that catalyzes my career to a whole new level. Right? Not through pushing and forcing and scheming and manipulating, but instead coming back to the truth of who you are and the truth of who your artist is, and co-creating with the muse in tandem and synchronicity with the energetic frequencies of the cosmos that are already inside of you right now, waiting to be activated. Take a deep breath in. Tapping the side of the hand, I'm choosing to romance my artist now. And this feels really good. This feels really magnetic and magical. Tapping all over the head. This feels really generative and full of infinite possibilities, and I'm worthy of receiving new tiers and calibers of success from this space. It gets to be fun now. It gets to be loving now. It gets to be full of pleasure now. Tapping all over the body, all over the body. I'm choosing to romance my artist now. Let's say it 5 times together. I'm worthy of romancing my artist now. I'm worthy of my artist seducing me now. I'm worthy of the muse finding me now. Oh yes, one more. I am committed to loving my artist more deeply now than ever before. And we're both worthy of that. Exactly as we are. This is the portal to infinite possibility, baby. Take a deep breath in, release a sigh. Let it all out. Gently closing your eyes, putting one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. And I just want you to imagine walking down the street right now, hand in hand with your artist, taking them to your favorite coffee shop or restaurant or grocery store, or maybe it's a mountain hike or an ocean stroll. I just want you to imagine going on a date, a romantic meetup with your artist right now. That electric energy that's buzzing through our systems in those moments. Maybe you have a certain perfume on, maybe you did your hair or makeup in a certain way, maybe you're wearing a favorite shirt. And I just want you to imagine walking down the street and those elevated emotions that you generated, that you reconnected to from your childhood, that are available to you at any moment, that we're wiring into your brain, body, and nervous system right now to feel more consistently. And you're walking, taking your artist on that stroll. Maybe you want to move your body as if you'd move with them down the street. And they turn to you in this moment and have something to share with you. And that transmission is taking place right now. Whether it's through words, whether it's an inner knowing, whether it's a little wink or a gesture, a hug or a kiss. Ooh! Let yourself, your body, your mind, or your nervous system receive that from your artist, feeling that deeper connection, that synergy, that recalibration of love between you and creative flow that gets to be born from this space. And just give your artist a big, big, juicy, loving hug. Take a deep belly breath in. Release a sigh. gorgeous. Gently opening your eyes. Feeling the shifts in you and around you. Maybe your artist is still in this space right here, right now. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I have a feeling that your artist is not only thanking you, but is allowing in more generative, supportive, intergalactic, loving, expansive ways to co-create with you, because that is our true nature. And whenever you need a rekindling in your relationship, whenever you want that spark back, whenever you want to come into deeper layers of love with you, your artist, and your career, and unlock what's possible for you at any moment in time, this tap is here for you. I would love to hear your breakthroughs, ahas, discoveries. What did your artist share with you? Let's meet in the comments and connect and build on this momentum so all our artists can rise into their most optimal expressions, brightest, happiest, most magnetic, most lush, most ardent, most romantic, most pleasure-filled selves yet. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, subscribe. We are building the ensemble. We're spearheading the new artistic paradigm together. And to do so, we need to be in gorgeous, optimal, generative relationships with the loves of our lives, our artists, ourselves. And be sure to share this video with a friend or family member who needs it most, because love begets love. Abundance begets abundance. Artists living their highest, bestest, brightest happiness begets more of that. So let's change, expand, elevate human and artistic consciousness one tap at a time. So much love, and I'll see you in the next Tune Your Artist in 10. Mwah!